Next on Worcester News Tonight, remembering a larger-than-life political figure in Worcester County. And first it was the Asian longhorn beetle, now another pest may be threatening trees in the city. Good evening and thank you for joining us. I'm Andy Madison. We begin tonight with some sad news. Former Worcester County Sheriff John Mike Flynn has died. Flynn passed away Friday morning. He served 18 years as sheriff in Worcester County before being unseated in a primary election by Guy Glodis in 2004. Flynn was born in 1926. He served in the U.S. Army during World War II, and he was first elected sheriff in 1986. He would proudly call himself the son of a steam fitter, and one of Flynn's favorite lines was "Only in America." Many people paying tribute to Flynn this evening. Sheriff Lou Evangelitis tweeted earlier today saying, quote, "Sad to hear about the passing of my friend Sheriff Mike Flynn, dedicated public servant, World War II veteran, and sheriff for 18 years." In Worcester, a 23-year-old man is facing child abuse charges in court today, and his family is standing by him saying the allegations against him are false. Our Tim McCone was in court today and has the reaction.
My son is innocent.
Johnny Sanchez's mother supports her son outside of court Friday. The 23-year-old is accused of beating his girlfriend's 3-year-old son. The prosecution alleging the boy was just hours away from death. Sanchez's family says he's not the type of person who would harm a child.
I strongly know that he wouldn't do that. He has little siblings, he has little nephews, so I know he wouldn't do that.
Sanchez was arrested earlier this week after police were notified on New Year's Day a 3-year-old was being treated at UMass Memorial Medical Center for serious injuries to his abdomen.
We're just pleased right now. It looks like the young child is likely to pull through, so that's the most important point.
Sanchez is also accused of domestic assault and battery of his girlfriend. In court Friday, his defense attorney presented the judge with text messages he says contradicts those allegations.
Well, the text messages simply show that the child's mother was texting my client's mother and basically saying that the underlying domestic assault didn't happen, that it was a bunch of confusion, that she did not want my client arrested.
The judge did rule Sanchez is dangerous and is to be held without bail. His family, meanwhile, says their support is unwavering.
That's why his family's here, to prove his innocence. Other than that, we're just going to take it one step at a time.
Tim McCone, Worcester News Tonight.
Also in court today, another person has been charged with murder in connection with last month's fatal stabbing in Worcester. 18-year-old Kevin Miranda appeared in court earlier today and is being held without bail. Police say Sharice Hill was stabbed to death on Murray Avenue in December. Police have arrested Luis Melendez last month and charged him with murder. Hill's family was in court today for Miranda's arraignment and were overcome with emotion as they left the courtroom. Miranda is also being charged with murder. He will be in court again next week and is expected to have a different attorney. Worcester police arrest a man they say was pretending to be an officer. Police describe a bizarre scene outside Mezcal restaurant Thursday night. Witnesses told authorities 44-year-old Christopher Villa asked people about the location of drugs in the area while flashing a fake badge. One witness even said Villa questioned him about drinking alcohol and then attempted to place him under arrest. Police caught up to Villa behind City Hall and charged him with impersonating a police officer. Webster's fire chief says a 3-alarm fire Thursday night was likely an accident, but he tells the Telegram it may have been started by a man who wasn't supposed to be living there. Webster firefighters battled the 3-alarm fire Thursday night. Several towns, including Oxford and Southbridge, responded to the fire on School Street. It appears the fire started on the top floor of the multi-family house. Crews have the fire under control. No word yet on if there were any injuries. The cause of the fire is still under investigation. Some of the country's best winter athletes were in Worcester tonight. Members of the U.S. Luge team were explaining and demonstrating their sport at the oval skating rink. Luge involves a 1- or 2-person team sled going feet first down an ice track at speeds that could reach 90 miles per hour. You're looking at video from 2014 when one of our reporters went to Lake Placid in upstate New York, where the team is based. Now, a few members of the Luge team are from the local area. In addition to tonight's event, they will also be at Wachusett Mountain this weekend.
This weekend we'll be running the Norton Luge Challenge, and that's an event that takes luge and brings it to the slope side environment. It's free of charge and is open to anyone age 10 and up, and really gives you a chance to feel what it's like at a lower speed. You know, our speeds will go upwards of 90 miles an hour. Here, you'll be going about 20, 25 miles an hour. And you get lessons from some of our team athletes and get a chance to experience it and also race for fun prizes, and it's all for free, courtesy of Norton.
Now, luge has gained some popularity after the U.S. women's luge team received the bronze medal in the 2014 Winter Olympics. Again, this weekend's event is called the Norton Luge Challenge, will be on Saturday and Sunday at Winchendon Mountain. This summer, the city held an event denouncing Islamophobia, and tomorrow the Worcester Islamic Center will continue those efforts by holding Meet a Muslim Day. The day will include educational activities, ethnic food sampling, a pickup basketball game, and a question and answer event that will cover the topics of Islam, terrorism, and women's issues. The Worcester Islamic Center says it's opening its doors to the public on Saturday to give people a better understanding of their faith.
Given all the recent political climate and also the a lot of the Islamophobia events that have been going on across the United States, we felt it was important to get out and reach out to the public and just show people what we're about. We're just like every other family out there. We're trying to pursue the American dream, and we want to show that we're your partners in peace.
Tomorrow's event takes place from 1 to 4 at the Worcester Islamic Center on East Mountain Street. Now to Winchendon, where Memorial Elementary School was closed today due to a possible norovirus outbreak. Superintendent Stephen Haddad tells us several students became ill Thursday morning. By the end of the day yesterday, 20% of the entire student body had either been sent home or stayed home sick. Memorial is pre-K, kindergarten, and first and second grade. School officials spent the day cleaning the school and steaming the rugs. The superintendent will walk through the school on Monday morning to decide whether or not it will reopen. Years into the fight against the Asian longhorned beetle, the Worcester area may now be facing another pest that could have an impact on trees in our region. Olivia Lemon has the details.
Constantly thinking about watching the trees in Worcester. Replanting is very important, but also caring for these trees is very important. And this is another example. This was found because people were watching over these trees.
Ruth Stewart is talking about the discovery of the emerald ash borer in Worcester. The executive director of the Worcester Tree Initiative says they've planted 30,000 trees due to the Asian longhorn beetle infestation. The organization is now working closely with the state to prevent the spread of this new pest.
In other states, areas that have had it longer, it's a pretty rapid tree killer, so you will see ash tree mortality.
Ken Gooch is the DCR Forest Health Program Director. He says the emerald ash borer was first discovered in Massachusetts in 2012 in the Berkshires. Gooch says the insect has been traveling across the state and was found here in late November.
One thing that is good in this area is you don't have a lot of ash trees versus out in the western part of the state where ash is a major component of the forest.
Worcester DPW Commissioner Paul Moosey says so far only 4 trees are confirmed to be infested. He says it's not a major problem now, but tree loss is expected over time.
It's not really a problem that can be totally eliminated, so we're just going to have to try to manage it.
It's not a program where we're going to eradicate it. It's an insect we're going to live with.
Gooch says unlike the Asian longhorn beetle, the emerald ash borer cannot be eradicated. Instead, the DCR will use biological control insects to kill the borer.
It is going to be a matter of time before that they get to coexist with each other and the biological controls can keep the emerald ash borer in check.
In the meantime, the Worcester Tree Initiative will work with the city and DCR to take preventative action like replanting more trees.
If something comes and attacks a certain kind of species, it won't wipe out an entire neighborhood again.
Olivia Lemon, Worcester News Tonight.
The Powerball jackpot has gone over the $800 million mark for tomorrow night's drawing. And while everyone is hoping to bring home the winning ticket, one Massachusetts woman has already been lucky playing the lottery. Jane Hoyt of Lynn has won a $1 million scratch ticket twice so far this year. She was the first grand prize winner in the state's $1 million holiday bonus instant game. And earlier this week, she also won a $1 million prize. She plans on putting her winnings toward her recent retirement. No word, of course, if she'll play this weekend's Powerball jackpot or not.